Starting off the second half here is the heavyweight contender, Cassius Clay. So let's have a wonderful hand for a very fine young player. Now, Cassius, I know that your next heavyweight opponent is going to be Doug Jones. You're going to fight him on March 13th, and poetically you've said where? What?
Well, Doug Jones presently is ranked number 3 in the top 10 heavyweights of the world. I'm ranked number 2. I understand that Jones likes to mix, but he must fall in 6.
He must fall in 6. Now, you mark that down, you mark that down. Now, you did the same thing with Archie Moore. You call around. Suppose I were to box you. How far would I go?
Well, Ed, if you run, I'll have to cut it to 1.
1 round.
1 punch.
No. Now.
Well, for an example, Ed, I'm not only a musician in the ring. I'm not just a musician in the ring. I'm the same out of the ring. For an example, you see this blue scarf.
Do
you see it? Watch
yes,
it now.
Yes, I do.
Look
I've got it. I've got it.
See?
Hey. See? Let's hear it now for Cassius. Cassius, say hello to your brother Rudolph out there for me, will you?
Yes, I would like to say hello to Rudolph and my private photographer, Howard Bingham. They're both sitting out there.
Let's have a fine hand here for young Cassius Clay. Thank you, Jake.
Why are you going in and box Doug Jones in a couple of weeks?
Well, for some reason, Doug Jones thinks that he can whip Muhammad Ali. Doug Jones has been telling everybody that Muhammad Ali is nothing and that he beat Muhammad Ali. So I am going to give him a 6-round exhibition with me, and I'm going to do my best to put it on him, and he's going to do his best to put it on me in order to show the people he deserves another shot. This will be for charity in Louisville, Kentucky. All money is going to be.
Are you really serious? Are you really going to try? Be honest. Are you just going to box around and try to make some money for a worthy cause?
Defend myself and keep it on him because I hear he's out to get me, and I'm fighting Williams a few weeks later. And 6 rounds can take a lot out of me if I'm not right.
In all your fights, I can never remember you taking a real good shot and being in trouble.
No.
Now, this could happen against Williams,
That's right? I never planned to be in trouble. I never planned to take a good shot because I never planned to be beat or cut or marked.
Have you ever thought of what you might do if you ever got stung pretty good and were in trouble?
Well, I never thought about it. Never even trained for that. I just get
Probably run a little faster, huh?
Yeah.
How now?
Cassius Clay versus Doug Jones. Presented by William H. King Enterprises. Promoted by Madison Square Garden Boxing Incorporated. Tonight, Cassius Clay from Louisville, Kentucky, ranked as number 2 challenger for Sonny Liston's heavyweight crown, clashes with the number 3 ranked challenger, Doug Jones of New York City. This 10-round heavyweight elimination contest is coming to you direct from Madison Square Garden in New York. Ladies and gentlemen, it's standing room only at Madison Square Garden in New York City. For once again, the famous landmark has become the Mecca of boxing. There is one young man who has made this all possible. He is a 21-year-old heavyweight from Louisville, Kentucky, named Cassius Marcellus Clay. Tonight, he meets a native New Yorker and 26-year-old Doug Jones. At noon today, Cassius Clay weighed 202.5 pounds, Jones 188. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here is the 3rd-ranked heavyweight contender from New York City, Doug Jones. There he is. He is a profile in determination. A man that says very little. Has fought a lot, 25 fights. He has lost 3 by decision. His last fight right here at the Garden, he knocked out Zora Foley. And the cheer for Cassius Clay. Doug Jones is in the ring, and here is the rhyming prophet Cassius Clay. Look at him. He weighed 202.5 pounds. Now, ladies and gentlemen,
I would like to call these two ladies and gentlemen, I would like to call these two gentlemen in at the same time. All-time great heavyweight champions, retired heavyweight king, gentleman Gene Tunney, and the Manasseh Mauler, Jack Dempsey. Jack Dempsey. Jack. Me, Gene Tunney. Hi, Gene. Very nice. Wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the ring officials assigned by the New York State Athletic Commission. The judges, Artie Idala and Frank Forbes. The timekeeper, Freddie Abatello. Counting for the knockdown, Zach Clayton. Referee for the main event, Joe Loscalzo. 10 rounds. Introducing from Louisville, Kentucky. He's wearing white trunks. He weighs 202.5 pounds. Cassius Clay. His opponent from New York City, wearing black trunks, he weighs 188, Doug Jones. Main event, 10 rounds.
Cassius Clay, Doug Jones, you have been briefed by the New York State Athletic Commissioner, General Krulwich. Are there any questions? Okay, touch gloves, return to your respective corners, and come out boxing at the sound of the bell. Good luck.
And here we go with a scheduled 10-round bout. The second-ranked heavyweight on the left, in white trunks, Cassius Clay. In the black trunks, waiting to come out, Doug Jones, who is ranked third. 14.5 pounds lighter, Jones in black. Cassius Clay is 3 inches taller. He's in the white trunks, 6'3". Watch his speedy left hand. He's got a beauty. And don't forget, should this bout end in a knockout, we'll have a videotape rerun of the round. You just saw one of Clay's habits, pulling away from punches instead of trying to slip them. This may cause him trouble. Jones in black, 188. Clay, 202.5, and there it is. A good solid punch. And just as we mentioned, pulling away from punches. We've got about 2 minutes to go in round one. Minute and 45 seconds, round one. A good left hook by Clay. About a minute to go. Round one. 45 seconds. There's that beautiful left jab by Cassius Clay. A glancing right hand. Ten seconds left in round one. Cassius Clay was definitely shaken up by a shot that caught him as he was backing away from a punch instead of trying to slip it, as we pointed out. He's talking to his trainer, Angelo Dundee. Jimmy Wild is on the outside of the ropes. Chicky Ferrara is to the right of Dundee. Clay, in marvelous condition at 202.5 pounds, is fighting a very determined Doug Jones. Jones caught one left hook that was Clay's big punch of round one. Jones has been knocked down previously. He is just off a 7th round knockout victory over Zora Foley. He's a boy that can take it. He's never been stopped, and the same is true of undefeated Clay. We get ready now for round two. Nearly 19,000 looking on at Madison Square Garden. Hope you're enjoying it. It's unusual for Clay to have as his only defense backing away from punches. Two minutes to go, round two. These are heavyweights punching with the speed of lightweights. About a minute to go in round two. Neither fighter is cut. Clay has never been cut in his boxing career. Jones several times. .30 seconds left in round two. The bell in 10 seconds. This is Chris Schenkel at ringside, Madison Square Garden, as we look at Doug Jones, born right here in New York City 26 years ago. And as you see, he is most certainly an orthodox fighter, very even-tempered, quiet, plods along, as you have seen, and he knows of Cassius Clay's one glaring fault, and consequently has been using that left hook off a jab. This is a boy that knows how to carry the fight to his opponent, and that's what he's been doing. His opponent, Cassius Clay, as we await the start of round 3, doesn't seem any the worse for a heavy punch that he took in the first round. He is off a third-round knockout over Charlie Powell. He has knocked out his last 9 opponents, most by prophesying the round. Tonight he has predicted round 4. Here's the third round of a scheduled 10. Cassius Clay, the favorite, despite the more experience of Doug Jones. Two minutes left, round 3. Clay now really using that left hand to advantage, keeping Jones off balance. Glancing punches, some picked off by Jones. Minutes ago in the third round. Good 1-2 by Clay. 45 seconds left in the round. The bell in 10 seconds. A man who has captured the imagination of everybody across the country. People from all walks of life here at the Garden tonight. Lauren Bacall, John Daly, Mrs. Bob Hope, Jason Robards, Toots Shore, all sorts of folks who are eating up the action, and we hope you are too. This is the 4th round at the Garden. Clay in white originally predicted a knockout in 6, but then he decided to cut it down to 4. This is the 4th round. Been no knockdowns. Neither fighter is marked. About 2 minutes to go in round 4. A minute to go in round 4, and as you can see, Jones is going to be a tough one to knock out in any round. Clay appearing a little tired right now after the volley punching, with 45 seconds to go in the round. "30 seconds. Seconds to go. Fans are probably booing about the prediction. 10 seconds. Doug Jones still around after 4 rounds. He may have gotten the best of that round from the standpoint of physical stamina to continue, because Cassius Clay punched away to no effect. This is part of the sellout crowd as we look at Lauren Bacall there on the left with Jason Robards, all sorts of theatrical people and business leaders. And I know in Louisville, the hometown of Cassius Clay, everybody's out to see this youngster go. It's round 5 at the Garden in New York. Clay in white, Jones in the dark trunks. Doug Jones' attack thus far has been forward, as you've noticed. He's been trained that way against a backing up Clay. We have a minute and a half remaining in the 5th round. No cuts, no knockdowns. Good right-hand shot by Clay. We have 1 minute left in round 5. A solid right by Jones. seconds to go. They're both tiring here in the fifth. Round 6, Clay's original round prediction. With all the headhunting, it's amazing that one of the fighters is not cut. Unmarked, both of them. We have 2 minutes remaining in round 6 here at the Garden. Tremendous body punch by Jones. Minute and a half. You saw that punch a little low. Clay bending over to cover up. Less than 1 minute, round 6. Seconds. Joe Lascalzo refereeing. They'll get a 1 minute rest in 10 seconds. Jones, managed by Alex Coxkowitz, is a fighter that started in the Golden Gloves like Clay, lost in the semifinals for an Olympic berth in 1956, went on to win an Air Force championship, and has a record of only 3 losses in 25 fights. Now here is Cassius Clay, fighting tonight in a state that practically outlawed boxing 2 weeks ago. And here you have a standing room crowd only at Madison Square Garden, which is credit to this 21-year-older and to the dozen leaders of Kentucky industry led by Bill Faversham, who is the manager of record. They have done a tremendous job handling a very likable young heavyweight at 202.5 tonight. Jones 188. Round 7. Jones in black. No puffiness around his eyes after having taken all those jabs. Clay is unmarked. Misses. 2 minutes to go. You see the 7th round there on your screen. Schedule 10. By the way, these are 8-ounce gloves. Minute and a half. One minute left in the 7th. One of the few times that Clay has grabbed on to catch his breath. Clay and White has gone 10 rounds twice in his career. Jones in the black trunks once went 15 rounds in a light heavyweight title bout with Harold Johnson. 10 seconds. Here is Doug Jones, who has 13 knockouts to his credit in 25 fights, while Clay has 14 in an undefeated slate. Jones would appear to have the edge now, even though he went into the fight as the underdog. He seems to be a boy of great stamina, and he has proven that he has ample durability and determination as we go into round 8 at the Garden. Clay and White, as you've seen, has thrown many, many punches, many combinations, most of which have been ill-timed, having little effect. Good facial defense by Jones, though. Look at the difference. Clay with his hands low, Jones keeping them up for protection and in hitting position.
Get him now. Get him, dog. Come on, get him. Get him. Come on, get him, dog. He's quiet.
We're in round 8 of a 10-round fight, scheduled for 10 with 2 minutes to go in the 8th round. Both fighters were very much interested to know that Sonny Liston and Floyd Patterson were watching this bout. Has not had to do a lot of work. minute to go in the 8th round. Clay may be in trouble. "20 seconds to go. Seconds. Clay momentarily shaken up, but seems to be in top condition and is warding it off. Ladies and gentlemen, the Boxing Education and Research Foundation is engaged in a program aimed at the establishment of a retirement plan for boxers. This non-profit voluntary organization already has obtained the cooperation of boxing promoters throughout the country. More help is needed, and we appeal to you as fight fans to add your support to this worthwhile cause. No salaries are paid any officials of the Boxing Education and Research Foundation, but there is a need for funds to further its current study, which will lead to a retirement fund for fighters. Send your contributions to Commissioner Harry W. Falk, Post Office Box 540, Ukiah, California, spelled U-K-I-A-H. Box 540, Ukiah, California, to Commissioner Harry W. Falk. Now we get set for round 9 of the Schedule 10. Cassius Clay, little arm weary now. Jones, rather, is taking every punch that Clay has thrown. Some on the button, too. Two minutes left in the 9th round. To go in the 9th round. Jones looks bruised around his left eye. Jones in the dark trunks. Left. Round 9. Seconds. Clay obviously trying for a knockout.
Come on, Joe.
10 seconds of much needed rest. Cassius Clay getting the full treatment here before the start of the final round to freshen him up. He shot the works in the 9th round trying for a knockout. Artie Idella, Frank Forbes are the two judges. Joe Lascalzo is the referee. The 10th round coming up, possibility of a decision or even a draw. Well, let's see what happens as we go into the final stages. Body punch by Jones. Jones is a little rubbery-legged. He's taken a lot of good shots to the head. We have 1 minute and 40 seconds left in the fight. 1:40 to go. The 5-point must system is in effect here in the event of a draw. And then only will it help in the determination. The rounds are even, then they use the point system. And that could happen here. We have 1 minute to go in the bout. Beautiful finish. Seconds. 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 Well, there's always a possibility of a draw at Madison Square Garden. The judges, Artie Idella, Frank Forbes, Idella on the near side of the ring, Forbes on the opposite side, and of course the third man was Joe Lascalzo. Neither fighter was knocked down. Neither fighter sustained any cuts, which is great credit to a tremendous job of physical conditioning by Angelo Dundee in the case of Cassius Clay, at whom we're looking now, and Rolly Hackner and Jimmy August and manager Alex Koskowitz on the part of Doug Jones. It's been a while since we've seen a fighter that has taken as many punches and seemingly has just brushed them off like water off a duck's back. Doug Jones, who lost only 3 in 25. Clay going into this bout undefeated in 17 starts. Johnny Addy now has collected the cards. First of Artie Idella, and now of Frank Forbes, and he is getting it verified by the executive inspector, Jack Duberstein, and Secretary Dan Dowd, as we look at Cassius Clay, who is directly above us. shouting to some of his fans. He put on a tremendous finishing flurry in that 10th and final round. There is Doug Jones, the 26-year-old older who grew up right here in New York City. And now for the decision, here is Johnny Addy.
Both judges, Adi Idala and Frank Forbes, they score it this way: 5-4, 1 even, favor of Clay. Referee Joe Lascalza has it 8-1, 1 even, Clay. Winner by unanimous decision, Cassius Clay.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. 5-4-1 on the part of the 2 judges at ringside, and 8-1-1 on the part of the referee, Joe Lascalzo. We're going up in the ring now to get a talk with Cassius Clay. As soon as the pictures are taken, ladies and gentlemen, he is a very happy victor. Angelo Dundee is the man on Cassius Clay's right. Cassius Clay is mimicking some of the people who are booing the decision, while Doug Jones very nonchalantly says anything. Debris is coming into the ring now. And here is the man that won it. Unanimous decision. He is mugging the still cameras here. Cassius, what a battle.
Thank you very much.
Turn up this way. Up this way. How was it?
Well, this fella surprised me. I predicted 4 on him. I had him going in 4, but he's just tougher than I thought he was. Can't call him all. But I understand Sonny Liston is watching this fight. And as soon as I get to Miami, I want that bomb, and he will fall in 8.
Cassius, would you like to meet this boy again before you get listed?
No, I done whipped him. He's out of the way. He'll mess up my timetable. I am gunning for Sonny Liston. I want that big bear bad.
All right. What are your plans now?
Well, my plans are to go back to Louisville, Kentucky, take care of business, and go on back to Miami to take care of training for Liston.
Did a very good job. Nice going.
Thank you very much.
Very good. Cassius Clay, ladies and gentlemen, who won it 5-4-1 on the cards of the 2 judges and 8-1-1 on the card of the referee. William H. King Enterprises and Madison Square Garden Boxing Incorporated have presented tonight's heavyweight elimination contest. This closed-circuit telecast has been produced by Michael Mallitz and directed by Jack Simon. The technical supervisor was Phil Velastro. Technical facilities were supplied by Sports Network Incorporated.
Hello, Cassius. Can I have a few words with you? You're boxing Henry Cooper on the 18th.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think your chances of Henry Cooper?
Well, Henry Cooper's not going but 5 rounds with me.
He's not going 5 rounds with
If
you.
he goes over 5, I won't return to my country for 90 days.
For 90 days.
And if he beats me, I'll retire.
Good man. But now tell me, you seem to be making predictions about fights. Is that part of the Clay psychology with your opponents?
That's part of the Clay psychology and also part of the Clay greatness.
And the Clay greatness. Well, now you claim to be, you're going to be the next champion of the world.
Next champion of the world.
Well, now, what do you think of Liston as a champion?
Liston is nothing but a big ugly bear, nothing but a bum. Liston is nothing to me. I stop him in 8 rounds.
Well, now, when you train for this fight with Liston, will you be going to any special training? Because is he not a good champion?
Well, he's a tough fighter. He's a tough puncher. I will not train no different than I do the rest of my fighters. To me, all of them are bums.
I see. Well, now, did I say that with all this talk of you knocking out boxers in the 1st, 5th, 4th round, it is all part of a big build-up to getting crowds to see your fights? Is that true?
Well, that's true, and also I don't only say it, I do it. I have had 13 predictions, and 12 of them I predict the exact round.
Well, now, you had one that just didn't come up, Doug Ford, isn't that right? What happened about that?
That came just as I predicted. First, I predicted 6 rounds on Jones, and then I predicted 4. 6 and 4 is what?
Well, that's 6 and 4 is 10. So
well,
you put him away.
Went 10 rounds.
Well, now, if you were to box this fella Ford again, would you consider knocking him out in the first round?
Well, about 2 rounds.
You'd say 2 rounds.
It takes 1 round to warm up.
Yes, and then the second round you...
Yes, I'm not worried about him again. I come to annihilate this Henry Cooper.
Oh, you come to annihilate...
British Empire heavyweight champion of yours. I'm going to retire.
Well, Cassius, what do you reckon is the strong part of boxing in your game anyway, like for yourself? What do you think is your strong point? Are you a good, strong puncher? Are you fast? I also claim to be the greatest poet in the world. Clay, well, can you give me any little rhyme now that would suit the occasion for the Henry Cooper fight?
Well, I'm working on a masterpiece poem for Mr. Henry Cooper, but I really haven't completed it right now. But I do have a little saying for Mr. Cooper. Henry Cooper will think that he is Garden Cooper when I put him in orbit.
Very, very good. Well, now, Cassius, you're 21 years of age. Well, when do you expect to win this World Heavyweight Championship?
I'm going to win the championship tomorrow if necessary. I'm going to win the championship 3 months after Liston annihilates Patterson.
Well, now, do you think you'll get this fight this year?
Well, yes, I do. Liston don't like me, and I can't stand him, and I can't wait till I get him in the ring.
Very good. Do you think this will be a sellout?
This will be a sellout. This is predicted to be a $20 million gate.
Will this be the biggest one in his
biggest gate of all the history of the fight game?
Well, now, how long will you retain this title when you beat?
Well, I'll hold the title for about 10 years and then give it to my younger brother, Rudolph.
Well, Henry Cooper's nothing but a tramp. He's a bum. I'm the world's greatest. He must fall in 5 rounds, but if you talk about me, I'll cut it 3.
Your prediction about Doug Jones didn't go quite right, though.
Well, Doug Jones was a little tougher than I thought he was, but I'll never fight another fella as tough as Doug Jones, not even that big ugly bear Sonny Liston.
Is he your next fight?
Well, after I annihilate this Henry Cooper, I want that bear.
And what's going to happen to him?
Bad.
What's going to happen to him?
He might be great, but he'll fall in 8.
And what after that? President of the United States?
Well, no, I'll never shoot for nothing like that, but I'm the prettiest fighter in the ring today. That's my label.
Well, let him do all the talking. He does enough for both of us.
You wouldn't care to predict how long the fight would go?
No, I don't. I never predict a round of a fight. But let's say if the fight's as good as he can chant, well, it's going to be a good fight for the public. That's all I can say.
What do you think of Mr. Clay as a boxer?
Well, I've only seen him on film. He's a sharp fighter. He's a good fighter.
But who do you think's going to win?
Cooper.
I'm too fast. About round 5. This will be no contest. This will be a total annihilation.
Any special training?
No special training. Just be at the fight. I'm ready to back up everything I'm saying, and I'm through talking.
Shake hands when the bell rings, come out boxing, and may the best man win.
Brief instructions from Tommy Little. So here we go. The fight of the year. Clay from the right-hand corner against Cooper of Britain. And Clay has said, I'll beat him in 5. We'll see. A lot of people think that Cooper's big chance is to go in early with his left hook and try and nail Clay. Clay, 6'2½", Cooper 6'1½". Clay really is a fine figure of the man. All muscle. Cooper quick to pick up the left hook, and he's going in and he's hurt Clay. Clay's hanging on and he's blinking and frowning. In the first 30 seconds, the left hook of Cooper scores quickly. And Clay's nose is bleeding in the first minute from the left hook of Cooper. First blood to Cooper. And Cooper has certainly not come out apprehensively tonight. The man who started so many fights too quietly, Cooper has come out full of fight. And now Clay is arguing with the referee that Cooper's trying to hold him and he's getting angry. And at one stage there, I thought he even poked his arm out at Mr. Tommy Little, the referee. Well, this is a sensational start to this fight. Clay has gone fighting mad. Clay showing he's not holding inside. There's blood on Cooper's left shoulder, and that comes from Clay's nose. Cooper's is right into Clay's face, and he's scoring heavily with it, and he's hurting the American. A sensational start to this fight. And Cooper right on top with half a minute to go in the first. The ball to end the first, and that first round has done wonders for British professional boxing. People are on their feet at the ringside now cheering Cooper. A fantastic start by the British champion. Completely overthrown all his old nervousness at the start and come out there a fighting man. Cooper hurt Clay in the first minute with a left hook and has done well since. Left hooks and jabs, he's drawn blood from Clay's nose, he's hurt Clay, and Clay has been forced to complain because he was very troubled indeed. This is quite the most extraordinary fight night I've ever experienced in Britain. The first 3 minutes have been extraordinary. Round two. There's Cooper. Can he beat Clay and put British professional boxing right on top of the heavyweight world? One slightly disturbing thought after that first round. Cooper hit him hard with the left hook several times, but he didn't go down or even show a sign of going down. Clay, he can take a punch. Clay trying to open up his own left jab and hook. Not much right hand punching so far. Clay now working on Cooper's face. And there's no telling at this stage which punch is going to come out on top. Cooper's right hand, the first time he's shown it. Half a minute to go in the second. And now Cooper seems to be cut slightly underneath the left eye. It's nothing serious. That left jab of Clay is beginning to get very accurate and steady into Cooper's face. And Cooper is cut, or rather grazed, underneath his left eye. It's a battle of left hands between these two. And as the bell ends the second, so Cooper's cut underneath his left eye has worsened slightly after a couple of left jabs on it from Clay. So Cooper, after 6 minutes boxing, is cut underneath the left eye. One of the things that was feared He always cuts easily, Cooper, but it's underneath the eye and not over, which means that it's not nearly as serious as it might be. The 1960 Olympic light heavyweight champion, the man who's been promised a fight with the winner of Liston and Patterson if he comes through this tonight. The handsome Cassius Clay coming out for round 3 after the shock of his life in the first round. The rain has stopped. The excitement has really started among the crowd here who've seen Cooper take the fight to Clay. And these 40 or 50,000 people in Wembley are all on Henry Cooper's side. Cooper's left eye patched up now, and still he hooks with that left hand. And now he's cut over the left eye. Henry Cooper is cut over the left eye, and it looks to me like a very bad cut indeed. This is tragedy for Cooper in the third round, with only 40 seconds gone, and Cooper is very badly cut over the left eye. This is what we always feared about Cooper. Round 3. He's going to have a job to get through with that eye. Tommy Little's having a look at it. Cooper now fighting desperately because he knows that his time may be short. There you can see he's apprehensively feeling for it with the left hand. Cooper trying to nail him in the third if he can. There's no telling now how long he's got to go, Cooper, with that eye. A minute left in the third. Clay now, look at him, he's got his arms down, he's contemptuously treating Cooper, his arms are down by his hips. Just using his feet to keep away from Cooper. This is complete cheek on the part of Clay, who feels that he's got it in the bag because of that eye. Half a minute to go in the third. Clay has taken all of Cooper's punches and stood up to them. Clay hardly bothering to punch in this round now. He's just threatening and he's teasing Cooper. He's trying to make Cooper look small in the third round. And Cooper's left eye is a very sorry sight indeed. It really is. It's cut above and below. Danny Holland, with the swab sticks in his mouth there, is going to have to work really hard to try and staunch the flow of blood from that eye. It really is a bad one. Henry Cooper under severe handicap now as he comes out for round 4 against Cassius Clay. And looking set for victory because of this handicapped left eye. Well, they've worked on it. Tommy Little chasing Cooper's seconds out. Round 4. Sitting down at the ringside is one of Clay's 11 managers, Bill Faversham, and he called out to Clay in the interval, cut out the funny business and get down to work. So the Clay people are not too happy with their man. He was certainly teasing Cooper in the third. And this is not the way to go about things when you're a world heavyweight contender. And Cooper's eye already bleeding again in the 4th round. Above and below, 2 streams of blood. And poor Cooper keeps putting his left glove up there to that eye as though he can hardly believe his bad luck. The 4th round, and one looks for a sign that a left hook from Cooper can really hurt this man, but apart from the opening minute, he hasn't seemed to hurt Clay very much with his punches. He's put as many left hooks in as he can get, and Clay has taken them all somewhat contemptuously. And And now Clay is just jabbing casually with his left hand. Anything might happen. The bell has sounded, and he's up at about 3, Clay. That was the end of the 4th round, and he hit him about 2 seconds before the end of the round with the left hook. Clay took one chance too many, and he still doesn't know where he is. He's still half out, Clay. They're working furiously on him in the corner. Angelo Dundee, his trainer, he really is giving him a talking to. Cooper's left hook finally scores, and Clay was down 2 seconds from the end of the 4th round and got up just after the bell, and he doesn't know where he is, looking at his corner. And something extraordinary has happened, because referee Tommy Little has gone over to the timekeeper to ask something. Tommy Little has gone to Clay's corner now to talk to them. And I think Clay has got a torn glove. Oh no, it seems to be all right. And out we come for round 5. And now round 5 is the round in which Clay said he would beat Cooper, but now this crowd at Wembley are beginning to bay for a Cooper win. Clay on the floor at the end of the 4th, and now fighting to preserve his professional right here against Henry Cooper. And now Cooper's left eye is really in a shocking state. It really is now. Cooper's left eye is pouring blood. Gum shoots flying out. Henry is dripping blood. And I think Tommy Little will have to stop this, because Cooper's eye is really in an absolutely appalling state. It is the worst cut eye I've seen for a very, very long time indeed. I do not see how he can let this go much further. It's round 5. And now he's slipping in, and I think this is it. The towel has come in from Cooper's corner, and Tommy Little's looking at it, and he's had to stop the fight. There was no alternative. He had to stop the fight, Tommy Little. It's all over in round 5. Clay is getting bombarded with programs from angry ringsiders. The man who was put down at the end of the 4th round, and Cooper, he's beaten on a cut eye, is far from disgraced.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
I knew Ali was what we call in a boxing game a loudmouth. You know, he loved to talk.
Henry Cooper's nothing to me. If this bum go over 5 rounds, I won't return to the United States for 30 days.
He was a brilliant boxer, very fast on his feet for a big man, moving like a middleweight. He was always trying to knock my left hook away. And actually what he did, he see a punch coming, he went to knock it away, and as he chopped down with the heel of the club, the heel of the club hit me on the eyebrow.
This is tragedy for Cooper in the 3rd round. With only 40 seconds gone, Cooper is very badly cut over the left eye.
And I could feel warm blood dripping off my chest, so I knew it was serious, so I had to try to pick my game up.
Muhammad perhaps had been taking it easy and fiddling around just a little bit because he had predicted a victory in the 5th round.
Clay hardly bothering to punch in this round now. He's just threatening, and he's teasing Cooper.
And just in the last seconds of the 4th, Cooper caught him with a real punch.
Wait. I'm too fast. We're saying about round 5. Round 5.
Cassius Clay, the gimmick man to the last, comes into the ring with this monster crown on his head and all the way down to the ringside through the rows of people with umbrellas. So people were throwing things and trying to knock the crown off his head. So here we go. The fight of the year, Clay from the right-hand corner against Cooper of Britain. And Clay has said, I'll beat him in 5. We'll see. A lot of people think that Cooper's big chance is to go in early with his left hook and try and nail Clay. Clay, 6'2½", Cooper 6'1½". Clay really is a fine figure of the man. All muscle. There's blood on Cooper's left shoulder, and that comes from Clay's nose. That left hand of Cooper's is right into Clay's face, and he's scoring heavily with it, and he's hurting the American. A sensational start to this fight. And Cooper right on top with half a minute to go in the first. There's the ball to end the first. And that first round has done wonders for British professional boxing. People are on their feet at the ringside now cheering Cooper. Winner of Liston and Patterson, if he comes through this tonight. The handsome Cassius Clay coming out for round 3 after the shock of his life in the first round. The rain has stopped. The excitement has really started among the crowd here who've seen Cooper take the fight to Clay. And these 40 or 50,000 people in Wembley are all on Henry Cooper's side. Cooper's left eye patched up now, and still he hooks with that left hand. And now he's cut over the left eye. Henry Cooper is cut over the left eye, and it looks to me like a very bad cut indeed. This is tragedy for Cooper in the third round, with only 40 seconds gone, and Cooper is very badly cut over the left eye. Clay is unmarked. That handsome face of the American Negro, completely unmarked. Cooper trying to nail him in the third if he can. There's no telling now how long he's got to go, Cooper, with that eye. A minute left in the third. Clay now, look at him, he's got his arms down, he's contemptuously treating Cooper, his arms are down by his hips. Just using his feet to keep away from Cooper. This is complete cheek on the part of Clay, who feels that he's got it in the bag because of that eye. Half a minute to go in the third. Clay has taken all of Cooper's punches and stood up to them. Clay hardly bothering to punch in this round now. He's just threatening and he's teasing Cooper. He's trying to make Cooper look small in the third round. And Cooper's left eye is a very sorry sight indeed. It really is. It's cut above and below. Danny Holland with the swap sticks in his mouth there is going to have to work Really hard to try and staunch the flow of blood from that eye. It really is a bad one. Clay completely unmarked and looking set for victory because of this handicap to Cooper's left eye. Well, they've worked on it. Tommy Little chasing Cooper's seconds out. Round 4. Sitting down at the ringside is one of Clay's 11 managers, Bill Faversham, and he called out to Clay in the interval, cut out the funny business and get down to work. So the Clay people are not too happy with their man. He was certainly teasing Cooper in the third. This is not the way to go about things when you're a world heavyweight contender. And Cooper's eye already bleeding again in the 4th round. Above and below, 2 streams of blood. And poor Cooper keeps putting his left glove up there to that eye as though he can hardly believe his bad luck. The 4th round, and one looks for a sign that a left hook from Cooper could really hurt this man, but apart from the opening minute, he hasn't seemed to hurt Clay very much with his punches. He's put as many left hooks in as he can get, and Clay has taken them all somewhat contemptuously. And now Clay is just jabbing casually with his left hand. Outside of Cooper, flicking out the left hand. He only seems to be half here. His mind seems to be half away somewhere else. He's just treating Cooper almost as a plaything here. But that's the sort of chance you can take once too often. And if Henry nails him, anything might happen. The bell has sounded, and he's up at about 3, Clay. That was the end of the 4th round, and he hit him about 2 seconds before the end of the round with a left hook. Clay took one chance too many, and he still doesn't know where he is. He's still half out, Clay. They're working furiously on him in the corner. Angelo Dundee, his trainer, he really is giving him a talking to. Cooper's left hook finally scores, and Clay was down 2 seconds from the end of the 4th round and got up just after the bell, and he doesn't know where he is. He's looking at his corner, and something extraordinary has happened because referee Tommy Little has gone over to the timekeeper to ask something. Oh no, it seems to be all right. And out we come for round 5, and now round 5 is the round in which Clay said he would beat Cooper, but now this crowd at Wembley are beginning to bay for a Cooper win. Clay on the floor at the end of the 4th, and now fighting to preserve his professional life here against Henry Cooper. Oh, and now Cooper's left eye is really in a shocking state. It is the worst cut eye I've seen for a very, very long time indeed. I do not see how he can let this go much further.